Let us break bread together on our knees. When we fall on our knees with our face to the rising sun, oh Lord, have mercy on my soul.
All right, begin.
The God-gifted and extremely talented LaShun Pace was born September the 6th, 1961 in Atlanta, Georgia, to parents Murphy J. Pace and Betty Ann Pace. LaShun Pace was raised in a small community called Pool Creek. LaShun first emerged during the 1970s, performing her solo and later alongside her siblings in the group called the Anointed Pace Sisters. It's also worth mentioning that LaShun grew up in a busy household. LaShun had 8 sisters and 1 brother. LaShun's singing and ministering skills were noticed worldwide when she was on tour with Reverend Jean Martin, and in 1988 she recorded a track called In the House of the Lord with Dr. Jonathan Greer and the Cathedral of Faith, Church of God in Christ choirs for Savoy Records. Soon after that, Savoy Records would go on to sign LaShun Pace as a solo artist, and in 1990 she debuted with her album called He Lives, which reached number 2 on the Billboard Gospel charts and featured her hit song, I Know I've Been Changed. After seeing so much success from her first album, LaShun Pace decided to follow that up with her second album called Shekinah Glory. The album did extremely well also, and in 1996, she came out with her third album called Wealthy Place, an extremely popular song that has gone viral on TikTok and other social media platforms from that album, called Act Like You Know, featuring Karen Clark Sheard from the legendary Clark Sisters. LaShun Pace would go on to release her 4th studio album in 1998 called Just Because God Said It. That album too was a major success. LaShun Pace also tried her hand in acting, right? Most notably co-starring as the Angel of Mercy in the 1992 Steve Martin film Leap of Faith. In 2003, LaShun Pace released an autobiography, and she talked about a lot of things in that autobiography, but one thing in particular that she talked about that moved a lot of people's spirits around the world was the loss of her daughter Zena. It says here, Malaco Records bio of gospel legend LaShun Pace writes that in 2001, her eldest daughter Zena died suddenly of a heart attack. Years later, LaShun opened up to Lipstick Alley to reveal Zena was bullied mercilessly at school over her weight, and by the age of 11, she apparently weighed 291 pounds and stood 5'6". LaShun told the outlet one year her daughter brought Valentine's cards for all of her classmates, but at the end of the day, she found every card in the trash. One day in February 2001, Zena collapsed in the classroom. Zena died on February the 21st, 2001. She was 11 years old. The autopsy found that she had an enlarged heart. In 2011, LaShun Pace, along with her sisters, received some bad news that their brother, Bishop Joshua Murphy Pace III, had passed away. The causing of his passing is unknown. All we know is that he passed away on February the 16th, 2011, and he was 54 years old. LaShun Pace did take to social media, and she said this about the passing of her brother. There are no words that can express what the Pace family is feeling today. However, we are humbly overwhelmed by the generous outpouring of love, condolences, and support from the many friends, fans, and admirers of our brother, Pastor Murphy Pace III. At this very difficult time, we thank you for your prayers and words of encouragement. On January the 14th, 2021, LaShun's sister, Duranis Pace, also passed away. She passed away due to health complications, but nothing specific has been provided in regards to the cause of her passing. Duranis Pace was 62 years old. On March 21st, 2022, we have another tragic situation to happen to the Pace family, and we lost our beloved LaShun Pace. LaShun Pace had been waiting for a kidney transplant for quite some time. She was on dialysis for many years, and unfortunately LaShun Pace passed away due to organ failure. She was 60 years old. You know, the one reason why I felt that it was imperative that I did a video in regards to this situation is the fact that my mom died from the same illness, right? She was on dialysis for many years, and I had a chance to witness everything that she went through, and it was just a terrible sight to see my mom fading away. You know, there's so many things that can lead up to having issues with your kidneys, whether you're not drinking enough water or some type of accident or anything, you know, that can affect your organs internally, right? And so if you can control it, right, by drinking a lot of water and making sure you put the right things in your body, do so, because being on a dialysis machine is no joke. Now, in closing, I would just like to say I'm so glad that we gave LaShun Pace her flowers before she left this earth. Not only the fact that she was inducted to the Gospel Hall of Fame back in 2007, but the fact that, you know, the song Act Like You Know was in heavy rotation on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. You know what I'm saying? It was just so nice to see that song just come back to life again. And especially not knowing that she would pass away, at least she got to see people recognizing her for her marvelous work, you know what I'm saying, that she did within the gospel industry. But it's so sad that we lost another queen, but I'm thankful to God that he gave LaShun Pace to us for the amount of time that he did. And so with that said, rest in peace, LaShun Pace. I love you. Peace.